The South African Local Government Association in KwaZulu-Natal says it's concerned about the increase in political killings ahead of the polls. SALGA chairperson in the province, Thami Ntuli, says the assassinations are a direct attack on democracy. SALGA's briefing the media this morning, or they were, calling on police to do a whole lot more. Let's take you live now to the province and to Newzroom Afrika's Nobuhle Modise, who attended that briefing. I mean, SALGA not mincing its words, Nobuhle, effectively saying police are just not doing enough.
Indeed, and with that, we heard the SALGA chairperson in KwaZulu-Natal, Mr. Thami Ntuli, just also saying, outside of calling on Premier Nobuhle to call for peace and tolerance, he's also urging her to remove the red tape around, councillors being protected. That's a big call that he's made. He's saying that what is happening so far is just staggering, and ahead of those polls. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
We once again call on the police and the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal to stand up and fight this scourge before it is too late. They must arrest it. It is shocking that the Morane Commission findings and recommendations, which shed some light on the underlying reasons for political killings, largely remain unimplemented. As the election season draws near, SALGA urges the Honourable Premier to not only make a call for peace and tolerance, but to commit to remove red tape that disallows the protection of councillors.
You heard him there, Michelle. I mean, he's also spoken about the number of councillors that have been assassinated in the province since November 2021, being 19, saying that that has been the leading cause of death in the province. Let's also take a listen to that.
Number of councillors that have been assassinated, there are 19. A motor accident, only 3. Natural cause, only 17. Suicide, 2. Out of 39 councillors who have passed on within this very short space of time. In reported instances, the management of some municipalities has been taken hostage and forced to sign agreements before they were released. Nationally, in the past 2 years, 167 councillors have been replaced due to death, with 40% being ward councillors and 60% proportional representative councillors.
Michelle, he also spoke at large about those Morane Commission recommendations that were made not being implemented by political parties as they'd been instructed, saying that a huge collaboration is needed there. But you would remember that in September last year, when that interministerial task force that was in the province to deal with these political killings, we heard the provincial police commissioner in the province, Nkandla speak about the fact that one of the major things that they discovered as they were busy investigating these political cases is that some of their own were involved, and it's not only just illegal firearms that are being used but firearms that are also belonging to certain police personnel who belong within their ranks. They spoke about that, and you'd remember as well that the NPA, the provincial a senior prosecutor here in the province, had also said that they are working on establishing a special court to deal with political killings. But when we posed that question to Thami Ntuli on whether he knows anything about how far that process is, because you would remember that it was said that they are looking to ask that the KwaZulu-Natal division of the High Court, establishes a special court to deal with these political killings. We asked Thami Ntuli if he knew any new information around this, and he's saying that is one of the major issues, that there are arrests that are taking place, but no prosecutions are being made, and he hasn't heard anything with regards of that special court that's supposed to be established. And he's saying that another thing is that the assassinators are the ones that are being arrested. We're not seeing their handlers. We're not seeing anything. We're not hearing anything about those who are actually ordering those hits on these political leaders that we do see getting killed in the province almost, weekly. You'd remember the most recent case in KwaZulu-Natal in Nongoma just last week. An IFP councillor shot in the presence of children. 2 children died. 4 were shot at. 2 also died, and they were in a taxi that was driving past as that councillor was being assassinated. So he's saying another major issue is the issue of arrest, where they are arresting the hitmen, but their handlers are essentially not being arrested.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of the Moirane Commission, 15 million rand of taxpayers' money being spent on that commission. 19 councillors killed since 2021. Nobuhle, one just wonders, given that this is such an age-old challenge in KwaZulu-Natal, how many more, how much higher that number is.